morning, YouTube. Well, today I'm visiting LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson's ranch in near Johnson City, Texas, and we're gonna go on a little quick tour and see what we can see what the how the big guy lived. All right. Well, before I got here, I've been boondocking for a couple of weeks, and my water was getting down. So always keep your eyes open. I didn't really want to pay to camp in a state park, or RV parks are expensive, just so I could fill up on water. But here at the ranch, there's that spigot. Now you think, is it or is it not potable? Well, big clue to that is 5 feet away is a drinking fountain. So they got to be on the same line. They got to be good. It's got to be good water. So I'm all tanked up, another 42 gallons, and should be good for a couple more weeks. Let's get on with the tour. Okay, this is the one-room schoolhouse where Lyndon came when he was 4 years old. He is close to his home. He learned to read and everything else here. His mother was college educated, and she instilled a lifelong love of learning to him. And he did become a teacher for a while before he got into politics. And let's see, small selection of his educational legacy: Elementary and Secondary Education Act, Higher Education Act, Vocational Education Act, Library Services and Construction Act, School Disaster Aid Act, National Technical Institute for the Deaf. Those of you in Rochester may recognize that name. Handicapped Children Early Education Assistance Act, Veterans Benefits Act, Nurse Training Act, Indian Vocational Training Act, Child Nutrition Act, International Education Act, Education Professions Development Act. So very much interested in education, and he really did believe that education is the only valid passport from poverty. That's a direct quote. Behind me is the schoolhouse that he attended, and it looks like brick, but when you get up close, that's actually tin sheathing. Sort of different. But we'll take a look inside. So this is a operating ranch, which means I get to watch out for cattle who really don't like the air brakes. So this was Lyndon's boyhood home. It's like the kitchen way back in there. And when he was president, he had this rebuilt as a guest house. Had all the modern facilities. So the house he was raised in would be what they called a shotgun style. Got that name because you could fire a shotgun from front to back and not hit anything. So this side had living room, appears to be. That side had a couple of bedrooms, dining room, kitchen, because it goes a little bit of a kitchen wing out the back. So the other idea is that this would give you a little bit better cooling. The wind could go through and help cool off the rooms. So if it was unlike, the houses I'm used to up north. And this is what it would have looked like back in 1908 when Lyndon was born. His I believe that's his great-grandfather. And a heavy bunch of women folk. So this is what they're jokingly referred to as Air Force 1/2. A little more complicated than the inside of my bus. A little. Full wet bar. Good idea for a hunting car.
And look, here's a picture of his airplane in his car. Yeah.
Always wanted one of those. So when LBJ became president, real sudden, a lot of things changed real quick. The trailers over here are communications trailers. And there was a spot for the pilot, or his pilots who sleep. The building, white building here, was Secret Service. And that big green building way over there, that was dedicated just to the 70 phone lines that came into here. As you can imagine, 1963, 70 phone lines took that whole building. Now it'd be a suitcase. Okay, so this oak tree behind me, was his home. It's between 400 and 500 years old, and they gave it the name Cabinet Oak because on days like this, a nice day, he would hold meetings out here underneath it. He had this indoor or in-ground pool put in. He swam in that for basically for exercise. Lady Bird Johnson added in that building over there, added an indoor pool so she could swim with a little bit more privacy. But anyway, that concludes my little trip to LBJ's ranch, and the park is free to enter. It's $3 to take the tour of the house, but it's very interesting. You can't take photos inside, so I can't show you anything for that. But there we go. Now off to explore a little bit more of Texas. See you later, YouTube. Hi, I'm Steve. This is my furry overlord, Cammy, and we're traveling around the country, checking out things, looking for those places that most people just sort of miss or never heard of. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors about it. And if you want to make a contribution, there's a button up there on my homepage. And as long as they last, every $5 you send, I'll send you a couple of stickers. So